So here's the first look at the rebalanced Super Gore Nest level from my upcoming LavaMod for Doom Eternal. So right off the bat, you can see some shells and a health pickup I added. This is because I intend to make the levels not give you your health and armor back in between levels. If you look to the left here, you'll see I added a little extra health pickup that's easily overlooked, but you'll probably see it. Here I'm dumping all my ammo that I had left over from another stress test run, just to make sure it's possible to beat this level from zero ammo starting. Yeah, here I am trying to take out some of my armor, just to even out the score a little. This is played on Nightmare difficulty with Famine mode active. The end result for this mod I want is for it to be playable even without pickup, so you can play it just like the classics. No glory kills giving you back health, and no flame belch giving you back armor, and no chainsaws giving you ammo. So right now I have 8 shells and 40 bullets to start the level with if I had nothing from the previous level. Here I added 4 rockets to the sides. There's a lot of empty space in Doom Eternal where they could easily put pickups, and I don't know why, aside from the whole chainsaw thing. I intend for you to waste the rockets on these little fodder enemies so you can have some fun. Here's some cells. I'm gonna pick them up. In the previous video I only had 20 cells. I found that, that was a little too stingy, so I added more cells. Right there's a new shell pickup, and I'm sure if you look to the right real quick you can see a health pickup I added. I didn't really add that much health. I basically just added that one to see what would happen. I haven't really done much balancing in terms of health and armor yet. If you look to the left you can see a little 50 armor pickup I added to that thing. I feel like there's a lot of little obscure spots you can jump into that you could just have cool stuff in those spots, but for some reason the level designers didn't think to do anything with these spots. They're just wasted space. Those rocket and shell pickups I just picked up were already there in vanilla, but here's some new bullets I added. Overall, I just want a whole lot more ammo so you don't have to chainsaw, and you will not be able to chainsaw with the default components all set up. To these little 2 side tunnels I added some cells. It's a rare ammo type, and I figure I almost never go into these tunnels in vanilla playthroughs, so putting the cells there actually encourages you to look around your environment to find those obscure tunnels. You'll notice me trying to use sticky bombs on the skinnier enemies. This is because I found that even with much tighter spread than in DOS, it's pretty hard to hit these enemies, the Whiplash and the Prowlers. I don't know how I'm going to rebalance that, but so far the sticky bomb is a good solution and encourages you to use it more than you really should. Or you would, rather. Here I'm dumping some of my extra plasma ammo. You can see how much powerful it is. It's actually not as powerful as in DOS. I have my reasoning for that, but I'll get into that later. That bullet pickup's there in vanilla, but I decided to add a little rocket on the same platform, just so you can do this. There you go. A nice little quad damage, plus some plasma cells. In the previous video I had 1 there. I added 2 just in case you use a Gauss jump from the other sacred platform to get there. It just refills your ammo, and then gives you, 20 more on top of that, so you can have at least 1 more ballista shot. This little spot with where the shells are, I really think that might have been the original intention for this level. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the QuakeCon footage, see how different the ammo pickups are. But a lot of these ammo pickups I was inspired by because I went back and I played the Kadincher Sanctum level from Doom 2016, which is my favorite level in that game. Funny enough, my favorite level in Doom Eternal is the Super Gore Nest. Both maps share the same slide, so I almost think that was an intentional design. I ended up wasting a blood punch on that. I didn't want to. I want to try to not use those kinds of refillable things. I want to focus on the ammo. You can see up on there the platform. In the previous video I had the onslaught up there. I decided to put a rocket up there instead. Now you don't see this because I forget to go there in this footage, but in that upper left corner, opposite from where the bullet pickups were, I actually had 3 rockets put there. In the previous video I had only 1 rocket there. I added 3. Yeah, it's easily overlooked. So if I remember correctly, there's 11 rockets overall in this arena, plus 3 over here that are in vanilla, actually. add these 2 cells here. I'm not going to get them right away, though, and you'll see why later. But yeah, I wanted you to make sure you have enough ammo that you could have fun with which weapons you want, you know, while still limiting the weapons to an extent. You got to figure with these default ammo caps, you basically kill 3 heavy demons with the rockets, so that's really not a lot at all. One of those bullet pickups was there in vanilla, but I added a second one because, like I said, in the Kedinger Sanctum level, and I noticed a lot of the ammo pickups are like that. Right here you'll see something new I added. A little health vial. Not really much, but what this would do... You know, psst, pretend there's a Slayer key there. What it would basically do is you would walk up to the health pickup, and then you would be alerted to the presence of the key. So you would be thinking, where do I go? How do I get there? It's just a nice little subtle signpost. Right here, I try to use the full auto mod. For this footage, I intentionally shut off the glory kill highlight, not only because it's useless in famine mode, aside from getting blood punch fuel, but the funny story is I used to always play Doom 26 like this after my initial playthrough. I liked it better when the enemies didn't blink when they were able to be staggered. It did encourage me to glory kill less. My problem is I used to always glory kill, and it would usually get me killed, because I wouldn't need the health, but I'd lose more health from, you know, glory killing. My ammo's starting to run a little low. I'm intentionally doing headshots on the zombies to save ammo. But up here, there's 16 shells and 80 bullets. These are here in the vanilla game. Oh yeah, right here, I want to show to the trolls out there, yes, I am indeed playing on Nightmare, in case I get another idiot who says, like, you're playing on Ultraviolence, cry more Ultraviolence player. This is a little tricky. It's actually, I never knew this until like a couple months ago, but it is possible to get to the secret open if you don't get the 1-up. It is pretty tricky though. There's actually an invisible wall there that means you can't rocket jump until after that combat scenario. These 2 rockets are actually here in vanilla. It's always surprising when I see ammo pickups placed in secrets in vanilla because for the most part there really aren't any ammo in secrets in vanilla, and it's such a waste because anybody who played the classic game knows you go for the secrets for the ammo. So right here is something new I added. A Spectre pops in. I set him to teleport, but for some reason there's a glitch and he just pops out of thin air. The good thing about this new encounter I added is if you somehow couldn't kill him in time, he would actually chase you into this secret where the toy is. This ammo was placed here in vanilla. I didn't actually add this. It's rare to, again, Hugo Martin being merciful and giving you some ammo instead of forcing you to chainsaw. In the stress test runs, what I would do is I would dump all my ammo after each encounter and then just rely on only the ammo from the intermission parts in between arenas and the arenas themselves. Right now you can see I've added 80 bullets and 16 shells into this main combat arena, 2 on the floor and you know 2 on the upper platforms that otherwise had wasted space in vanilla. You know, you might not see those on the upper platforms at first, but it does encourage you to use your high ground in case you start running low on ammo for any reason. Here I'm wasting some plasma ammo, but look, here's 40 more. In these 2 teleport sections, I actually added, there's me wasting some ammo on the lightning gun. But no, I added some little semi-hidden power-ups there, just to make sure, like, if you needed the ammo, and you went looking in these rooms for more ammo, you'd find something. You know, I noticed that in Classic Doom, you'd always get more ammo than you really needed. In earlier runs of this level, including that first video I posted, I basically only gave you as much ammo as you could use to kill the enemies, and you could still run out if you killed too many respawning enemies. I went back and replayed Classic Doom. I played one of my favorite maps from Doom 2, Tenements by John Romero, map 17, and I replayed Pandemonium E3M3 by Sandy Peterson. I had a lot of ammo left over in Tenements. I did find all the secrets, but they give you, like, I think even like in the starting room you can get up to 50 shells. The difference between Classic Doom and New Doom is that there's frequently parts where, you know, there's a lot more enemies. So it's like one of these starting rooms in Tenements has like 8 pinkies alone. You gotta figure those take 3 shells each, or 2 if you use the super shotgun. I think 14 bullets from the chain gun to kill. So it's like, you do need a lot of ammo to kill a lot of enemies. New Doom is a lot more like Quake in that sense, that it's more about smaller encounters with harder enemies. So I did try. So I went back and I did play Quake 1. I played a couple of John Romero maps, E2, M2, and E2, M3 from Shotgun Starts on Nightmare. And, you know, even then, you still got more ammo than you needed. Here's 80 shells. 80 shells, 80 bullets. You know, because I'm going through these arenas carrying over the ammo, I don't need it. And here's 16 shells I added to the little place after the armor pickup. I think in my test runs, I had no ammo in the main room except for on the platform. So it is, you know, nice to have the extra ammo. You don't need a chainsaw, and if you're running low on ammo because you have very bad aim. Oh, by the way, those bullets were there in vanilla, but those shells weren't, and the cells weren't either. I forgot to comment this, but I added those cells there in case you saw them out of the corner of your eye in that room, and it would alert you to the presence of that secret room power-up thing. So here we got the Vermilion Canal. This is I think the area that inspired me to start putting ammo pickups into the levels, because I really tried to avoid chainsawing in my stress test run, where I played the save file where I had no ammo upgrades, and I beat the game without any ammo upgrades and minimal chainsaw usage, no regenerating chainsaw fuel. Right now I'm using the quad damage just to see, you know, how much ammo I could save doing this. It doesn't save that much. I have played before without the quad damage. It's still easily possible to have more than enough ammo, but I will say, if you don't get the onslaught pickup now, you do run the risk of having no ammo left over for the final encounter. So it is like a trade-off. Here I try to demonstrate the micro missiles. So far I have them pretty much 1-to-1 ammo efficiency. I'm running low on armor here, and you know I can't flame belt, so I try to go for the new armor I added in that second drainage tunnel thing, and I miss. I end up getting the Megasphere by accident. You know, the funny thing is, I actually want to mod this game to take away their armor benefit, because it's like you have the soul spheres that in DOS games gave you like 100 health. In this game, they work like Megaspheres. They give you full health and full armor. But you also have the spirit armor, and like that gives you full armor. It doesn't give you full health. So it's like, why have one that gives you like full health and armor, and then one just gives you full armor? Like that makes no sense to me. It's like you just have one in the other. Don't have one that takes the job of the other. You know, I just don't get it. Like, Megaspheres were pretty rare in Doom 2. I don't even think they existed in Doom 1. Off to the sides in this arena, I added some bullet pickups, and I don't know if I showed this off yet, or if I talked over it. There's a bullet pickup in the middle of that little step platform thing. Here's why I didn't collect these cells earlier. Those cells are still there if you need it when the Arachnotron bursts through. It's good for the final encounter if you miss them and forget about them. So yeah, there's bullet pickups there, and adjacent to that is a shell pickup I added. I wanted the ammo to almost guide you through the levels, because I noticed in Doom 2016 and Kadinger Sanctum, the ammo pickups were often placed in areas that would lead you through the arenas. And that's a little detail missing. In Vanilla, there's only one shell pickup here, but I added a little one like parallel to it, so you'd have 16 here. In Doom 2016, they would often place two identical pickups next to each other, so you'd get like 16 shells, or you'd get 60 bullets. And that was something I wanted to imitate with this. There's actually more than enough health and armor pickups in this arena, which I'm surprised by, although that little armor pickup in the corner does help. And you gotta figure, I want the Soul Sphere not to give you full armor, so you know, there you go, 50 armor. So right here, I added 4 rockets into the secret, and you gotta figure there's 4 rockets in the main part of the arena. This is a cool spot I never even knew existed, and I'm thinking, you know, why not put some cells here? Because I do want cells to be pretty rare. Like I said, well, actually I didn't say because I got distracted. No, I want like almost symmetrical layouts when it comes to the ammo. Even though the arena itself is not symmetrical, it's like on opposing sides of the arena there'll be one bullet pickup. In the middle of the arena there'll be a bullet pickup. Oh, and right here I'm demonstrating that you can actually see them in the corner of your eye if you're in like the center of the arena. That tells you to go into this obscure corner if you want more cells. The cells, you know, like I said, the plasma rifle is now a power weapon, so I don't want ammo pickups to be plentiful. In the indoor section, at least the rocks I was telling you, they're always here. But I added 80 bullets into the indoor section too. In my stress test runs where I dump ammo, I often do need all the bullets in this arena to complete it. But I don't know. So far, it's going pretty well. I used the time scale to skip. If you leave time scale on too long, though, you can actually get stuck in this cutscene and have to reload the checkpoint. These ammo pickups are here in vanilla. I'm pretty sure I decided not to get them. Oh wait, no, I think in this run I did get them, just to put myself over the top. Jeez. Putting ammo pickups in these levels is not as hard as you think. There's a console command called MH. You've got to download this tool called Meathook. It has these commands that let you get the spawn coordinates for these items. You copy it into the notepad. You subtract 1.61 from each Z value. And yeah, I added those 3 rockets to that one Spectre room, just so for this part you'd have the rockets to either kill the Mancubus if you want, or you could kill him with the shells that you get that are easily available. Yeah, so you can actually you can set a file in the overrides folder, and you could just have you can instantly reload the changes without restarting the game, and it really does save a lot of time. In this room, you'll see I added a nice shell pickup right where the window to the heart chamber is. I, again, wasted space. I don't know why there's so much wasted space in this game. And then I added in the corner 40 shells. Shells. Damn. I added those 40 cells because I knew you'd be fighting some enemies with shields, the Carcass and the shield shotgun soldier. So the thing about Classic Doom is that you always want to give the player just enough ammo when they need it. A design philosophy I've noticed with these indoor sections is that I want, like... Oh, by the way, this is one of my favorite things I added. Just this little useless corner in vanilla. I added just a single cute little rocket in the corner you can pick up. It's easy to miss. But there you go. It's extra rockets to fight the Mancubus and the Carcasses with. And you know, to that troll who was hating on me in the comments of one of my other videos, you can still do the rocket precision bolt trick. Because I'm on famine mode, I'm really scared right now. So I haven't really adjusted the ammo in the sewer part, so there's really no real health in there, which kind of sucks. There is some spots I have to add more ammo. I don't even know. Even looking at this footage, I don't know how I died just now. The hitboxes on their ground wave fireballs must be that big. I don't know. Unfortunately, this is a problem I've noticed with Super Gore Nest in particular. There's these damn invisible walls that happen after you reload a checkpoint, and it's like, I didn't do this. This is not because of the mods, I don't think. And I think even vanilla, I've had this happen to me. The good thing about Meathook is that it adds a no-clip command, but it's like, you're screwed in vanilla if this happens. I've had to reload I've actually had to reset the mission, and it really does suck. I don't know what happened, but one of the updates did break this level, and it really is sad, because by the way, all these ammo pickups in the sewer part at the beginning, I didn't add those. They were you know, they were always there. I do not have a lot of health, though. I don't remember if I continue on or if I reset the level at this, or reset the checkpoint at this point. I do apologize for the less than stellar gameplay. I did notice in test runs I'd run out of bullets pretty often there, so I did add a little bullet there in the corner. Now you might be noticed, why am I fumbling around the nukage? And that's because I actually added a spawn trigger. I don't feel like there's enough of lost souls in the base game, so I figure little boring segments like this should have lost souls, so you have something to do. It's the perfect spot for them. They're just easy enough to kill. I added some shells there. You know, just a little obscure spot. If you happen to go into that spot, you can get them. This is something I was really proud of. This was one of the things that inspired me to add levels. This spot is just completely blank in vanilla, and it's like, you could easily have a combat encounter here. So I have the two little imps on the ledges, kind of like that one ledge in E1, M1 of the, the original Doom, and then the Nukage Zigzag room, and now I've got a little cacodemon that spawns the tunnel. It'll usually come in right after you've killed the second imp, so it's like a little, almost like a jump scare, kinda. If you go in that secret tunnel, you actually get 3 rockets too, so you're running low on rockets. If you need more rockets, they're in the secrets. And a little shield soldier too, because I figured a little tunnel like this where you don't have much room to navigate, that's the perfect spot. I almost added it to that one point in the Star Mall, but I put the Spectre there instead because I figured it was harder. Here's another little spot where I figured, like, you can have lost souls. It's the perfect spot for them, but in vanilla there's nothing. There's another weird thing I noticed. There's like an invisible floor here. I don't know why either. And there, that's a little thing. If you go exploring, there's some shells down there. So it's like if you fall, if you miss the initial jump to get to the Megasphere, you're rewarded with something at least. Right on that ledge, there's 2 imps, but if they spawn in, look, 2 more cacodemons. So a room that was previously like wasted space, where you really had nothing to do unless you did the secret encounter, there's some cacodemons. And because, it's such a vertical room, it's fun to have fun with the meat hook. And they can shoot at you from above your head. I don't, like, this is such a perfect spot for these enemies, and I'm sure the master level will have something similar to this, but it's like, why have nothing here in vanilla? Also, aside from these 2 imps, I added a little armor, a medium armor pickup. Just for something to collect over there. Again, wasted space in vanilla. I don't get it. And, if you're running low on rockets, here's 2 rockets. I added these for the benefit of the secret encounter, because I figure 40 bullets and 8 shells really, I don't think it would be barely just enough to kill the Mancubus, the Carcass, and all the zombies down there. And you gotta figure, if you fail, if you don't complete it fast enough, oh, this poor Pinky, just caught inside the invisible wall. How sad. Yeah, there goes my 2 rockets. So yeah, I did a stress test run without finding the secrets, and you know what? I barely did have any rockets and cells. So it's like yeah, you really do want to look for the secrets if you want to use the rockets and cells more. It's just like classic Doom in that sense. There's a lot of levels where the plasma rifle is like only hidden in secrets, and you only get cells in secrets. Just a little fun room where you first get the chain gun. You get 160 bullet pickups. Not that much in vanilla, obviously, but again, like, those pickups are always there. It's a rare moment where Hugo Martin has mercy and decides to let you actually have fun with your new weapon. I don't even think I realized this before, but I'm pretty sure you can actually skip the chain gun room if you want. It's the only optional weapon in the game, as far as I can tell. I might be wrong. In the heart chamber, I always didn't like how it was empty. I'm going to skip these rockets for now. You'll see why later. I had these, I just had some little armor shards in those little squares on the floor, because I think that's a nice little spot to have like a cute, useless pickup. So let me just collect this other innocent armor shard. Wait, what's that? Oh no, look, a Hell Knight spawns in, and you gotta kill it quick, because a second Hell Knight comes in too. It's like, this is such a wasted space in vanilla, so I decided to add some cute optional encounter, kind of like a serious Sam trap if you get that little innocent armor shard. I feel like Doom Eternal is missing in that. Right here you can see I'm showing you exactly where the second Hell Knight spawns in. And like, does he spawn in, but he teleports instead of popping out of thin air like that one Spectre did. So it gives you some extra time to kill the first Hell Knight. It's like a little, it's a tricky encounter, but it's there, and you can't complain because there's enough time given. Again, here's my my thought philosophy. You got cells in obscure places. Granted, you're going to be turning around in this room to leave it, but it's still something you didn't see on your way in. So it's like, here's 40 cells for your pleasure. You're going to need those cells, though, because you know what's coming up if you're familiar with this level. There's a bunch of shield enemies, so you can either plasma them or ballista them. I was actually lucky this time and killed the Whiplash, so that saved me some ammo. And believe it or not, in some test runs, this one shield enemy screwed me over, and before I didn't have meat hook, so I wouldn't be able to no-clip out of the invisible walls that would spawn in. So I would actually have to spend 20 minutes replaying the level. Right there's actually a shell, and there's some shells and bullets I added. So, you know, you get one of each if you're running low on these weapons. Yeah. I just run past, this is a rare time where I just run past the, Dread Knight, and the carcasses are just doing whatever. The reason I do this is because I want to show you I'm running low on bullets. What do? I just run back to the area. Instead of just mindlessly chainsawing an enemy, casually style, I actually have to go back to an area I was previously in just to get more ammo. And it's like, I'm sure the haters in the comments are going to be saying, oh, you know, push forward combat, you never want to get into a spot where we have to go backtrack. But it's like, that's part of classic Doom, you know? It's like, if you're running low on an ammo, you have to go back and explore the areas you already were. You know, you have to, it's like, it's not ammo micromanagement, it's just ammo management. You got these two, you know, rockets here. I'm pretty sure there might be a Sentinel battery in vanilla there, so I might have to move that rocket a little so it doesn't get in the way. But yeah, just little two rockets in the room. I forgot to comment on this, but in the actually no, I'm going to comment right here. This little cell's placed specifically there, so if you turn around slow enough, you'll actually see it, and it'll tell you there's a secret here, in case the door wasn't an obvious enough clue. Again, that's more subtle signposting. And, you know, just pretend I get the chain gun, mobile turret power up. I forgot to comment on this. In the first Buff Totem arena, I actually added a rocket to each of the little doors that the first two prowlers spawn in, and that's like one rocket for each prowler. It'll kill them. In the Buff Totem room, I didn't really add anything. I think I forgot to show this off, but some of id's own item placements are pretty screwy. Like, I think those shells are completely floating off the ground if you look at the right spot. Here's just me abusing a risky rocket jump on famine mode to get up to the thing faster. In this arena, there's 5 rockets. That's really generous, especially for this game standards. It's actually more generous than I would have been if you've been paying attention to the item placement so far. Obviously, if you're playing this, you're going to probably have at least one ammo pickup by this point, which means you'd have 30 shells, I think 120 bullets. So it's nothing. I mean, it's no big deal. The way I look at it is, you can either save the ammo for later if you have low ammo, so you don't run the risk of, you know, getting 2 bullet pickups from a 40 bullet pickup. But right now I have it so that you know, it's like if you have the pickups, if you have the upgrades. Oh, by the way, I wanted to add something to this little thing to make it more worthwhile to go down there instead of just using the meat hook or the rocket launcher. But, you know, maybe I'll add something there. Who knows? This is still not finalized. This is just the first public footage of this whole level being run through with how I want to play through it, with no chainsaw, and you got to find all the ammo through the level. This little spot, I actually want to add a mancubus here. You see, you punch through the thing. Pretend I just take a Praetor suit token. I punch the thing, you walk through there. I was going to have a mancubus fall from the sky and land on that. What would end up happening was that the mancubus would, most of the time, die upon landing on that block. So it's like, and here, up here, I actually want to have a bullet pickup, because I did notice in most of my test runs I would run lower on bullets around this point. The screwy triggers. I just gotta, yeah, more Lost Souls spawn in. It's just something to give you to shoot. The problem with the spawn triggers in this game is that they're just one tiny spot on the floor, so it's like it's easy to overlook it. You know, oh, I wonder if there's going to be any more Lost Souls. Might as well try to run back and forth to see if I spawn them in, because I accidentally walked over it. I guess it's safe. When the fire bars go by, I can just jump through. Still get hit anyway. And, oh, I hope there's nothing behind this building. Oh, there's a Cacodemon. Again, it's like, why would these platforming segments with nothing to do besides, you know, platforming? Even in this room, I had 2 little fodder zombies. A big reason I had these extra enemies is because I noticed in Classic Doom, there's almost never any lulls in the combat. Even in just random hallways, you'll often have at least 1 or 2 little zombies to kill. It's just like maybe 5 or 6 bullets to kill at the most. here's a secret. I originally wanted to have one of each pickup here, but like I said, there's something wrong with this area where more bullet pickups can't be spawned in, so it's like I just had to settle with one rocket and one cell. Yeah, you can see me skipping that second shell pickup that's in there in vanilla just for later. If I had the ammo upgrades, I'd be able to just collect it as is. I guess my thought process is you're always going to have enough ammo. You just got to be willing, you know, if you don't have the ammo upgrades, you have to save for later. If you do have it, you're going to add it to your, like, your bank of ammo. But eventually you're going to end up using up that ammo. So it's like you still got to pick up more ammo. It's like having more ammo in the levels just means, you know, if you have more ammo capacity, it means you have to look for less ammo. You're still going to use up all that ammo at one point, though. And so far, it's balanced pretty well. You have enough ammo. This is something I'm going to show off. Oh, by the way, I added this little bullet pickup. Because again, in most of my runs, bullets were running low at this point. And here, I only had a single bullet left. Yes, I want to add some Lost Souls here, but I realized if you're trying to do a no-hit run, it might be inconvenient to have enemies attacking you with that fire bar there. What's this in the corner here? There's 3 semi-hidden rockets in this nukage pool in the waterfall. It's a little safe platform to, you know, admire them from. Yeah, it's, again, like, I was inspired by the Tenements map because there's a part where John Romero places, like, 200 bullets, 100 each, in like that part with like the lifts and the pain elementals, and you gotta raise the lifts and stuff. And right here you see a little bullet pickup. It's just more wasted space in the vanilla game where I added something nice. It's like you're rewarded for exploring. And an interesting thing is, if you collect the bullet pickup, you might not actually get up here, because you might just make the mistake of just jumping straight to the end wall, and then you'd realize, am I missing something? And you look back and it's like, oh yeah, I'm missing that. So this is the area I want to demonstrate. Now I've got plenty of ammo for each weapon. I might as well show off what it's like to use each weapon. There's a shell here. The bullets I added, again, because there's not a lot of bullets in this area, and I figure I might as well add like bullets to even things out. So I figured I didn't like this run. I want to see what happens. What if I use the shotgun more? So I'm going to do that whole thing over again, and I'm going to use the shotgun this time. Yeah, here you see I decided to get some risky and actually waste some shells because I know there's a pickup right there. So yeah, that's what it would look like if you wanted to play with the shotgun. You get enough ammo, you can play through the segment with the shotgun if you want. You can play through it with the chain gun if you want. You know, the whole thing I feel is like, you should have the freedom to play the way you want. It's like you shouldn't be forced to play one way, and by having these ammo pickups, it polices your playstyle. You can't use rockets when you want. You can't use the plasma rifle and ballista when you want. And what I've noticed, this actually has some good effects with the combos too. In this run I decided to use only the rocket. Ideally, it's possible to beat this encounter with only 3 rockets. Those would have been the 3 rockets I picked up in the thing. So it's like you have just enough rockets to complete this encounter. Look, I have enough cells for a Gauss jump, and I get it refilled just from that pickup. So it's like, even though it seems like there's a lot less ammo, there's still just enough ammo if you know where to look. And like I said, instead of just being able to just chainsaw when you want and get your ammo refilled when you want every 20 seconds, you actually have to manage your items. You can't... See, the thing is, like, the rocket launcher ballista rocket launcher combo is one of the most powerful combos in the game. So by limiting the ammo and making it so you can't just get ammo back from a chainsaw kill, it's like, you know, yeah, it's like, you know, that it actually does balance it out. It's the fastest way to kill enemies, yes, but you almost never get ammo for it. So you got to tell yourself, do I want to just shoot 3 rockets at a mancubus? Do I want to use a plasma rifle on the mancubus? Or do I want to do the combo, wasting both rocket and cell ammo? It's like, the thing about classic Doom is that it was full of decisions like that. It's like, do I use a super shotgun on a mancubus? Do I use rockets on a mancubus? Do I use cells on a mancubus? And in Hugo Martin's vision of Doom, it's like, this part I don't do very well on. I should add some health here, by the way. But no, in Hugo Martin's vision of Doom, he doesn't, you know, all the weapons, there's no hierarchy, whereas I've modded them to have DOS weapon hierarchy. They feel like the DOS weapons. Here at the end of this little segment, you actually get your bullets refilled to 80, and your shells, you get 16 shells. And I do this in case you have no ammo left for the final encounter. And like I said, I designed these areas so that the intermission parts that set in narrow tunnels usually have less ammo than the arenas. You do have to manage your ammo a little better. And see, I still have some ammo left over that I didn't pick up, so I get to, you know, because I didn't have the ammo upgrades, I have to pick them up now. I could go that way, but I figure I might, you know, even though I already have the album from this secret, I might as this secret, air quotes. Look at that. I'm rewarded for the secret, not only which is some useless album I'll never listen to, but I also get 40 more cells. You know, secrets should give you ammo to entice you into wanting to go to the secrets. For most players, they probably won't get to the onslaught now, so they'll have it for the one specter in this hallway. Right to the right here, you see just a lone rocket I added. You know, go past this area, stop, look, here's a little 25 health pickup. I noticed that there's this little blank space. I'm thinking about adding like a funny little Easter egg there, but I don't know what. Maybe like a pinky trying to claw at you from the door it can't open. Turn to the right, look, another slightly hidden rocket pickup. It's there if you need it. It'd encourage you to explore your environments. There you go. I'm up to 9 rockets. And look at that. 16 more shells. Go down this floor. Look, there's 80 bullets. So it's like, you know, this is right before the final encounter. The final real encounter. Oh, by the way, for some reason there's a lot of armor that's placed backwards. So yeah, I can now take on this arena with as much ammo as I get from that secret. If I didn't have a lot of ammo left over, I'm rewarded for finding that secret, besides some stupid toy and the Slayer key and stuff. I'm sure there's people in the comments saying you're playing like a casual, you're not comboing enough. Here I just, you know, I have plenty of ammo, I decide to use some combos. You see that even though the rocket launcher is super powerful, it does 1200 damage instead of 900 now. Oh yeah, just pretend I didn't get that ammo back from the mastery. You notice it doesn't give it back on every kill anymore, so it is balanced in that sense that it's only a 20% chance from heavy demons, 10% from fodder, and 30% from super heavy. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this just to open the final area. So what we got now, this has been one of the biggest, most trickiest parts of balancing the Slayer gate. Now, in most of my runs, I did run out of ammo, so I had to take drastic measures and actually add ammo into the Slayer gate room. So, yeah, that's good though. It still works with this, and I usually found I have just enough ammo. Right here, you can see I can, from the final encounter, I can actually rocket jump back into this room if I didn't want to go the long way around. It's just a little shortcut, like a Quake-style shortcut. I refill my ammo. What I used up in that final encounter, I now have for the Slayer gate. So that's pretty cool. You know, I'm sure, again, there's people going to be complaining, like, you know, just use the chainsaw. This whole, you're spending hours to rebalance this level to make it play like classic Doom. And look, there's those shells. I could have just used those for the final encounter. You know, it's like they're there if I ever needed them. So let's just pretend I'm opening this door, and let's go to the final Slayer gate. This is the thing I want to show off, though. I could easily put some hidden pickups behind these pillars. You won't see them when you come in, so you might be rewarded for looking at them. I was thinking about like ammo, but I might make them just little 10 health pickups. The problem is, would I have to do that for every room? Could I have different pickups in each Slayer gate? I don't know, but it's again, it's wasted space where I could put something at least. So we go into the hardest part of the level, the Slayer Gate. No famine mode. I'm intentionally playing as hard as possible for the stress test, just to see if the level is beatable in the most like hard conditions possible. There's a lot of blaster enemies in this part, and the carcasses are pretty annoying. But so far I've found, with the ammo pickups I've added, you can see down there the bullets I added, there's a lot of just so much wasted space. This whole like other half of the arena is just barren in the vanilla game. So it's like you've got all these ammo pickups. The problem you'll probably see is I haven't added any health yet, and you don't get that much health. I'm debating on whether I should add more health and armor, just because Slayer Gates are meant to be the hardest challenge in the game, essentially. So you're giving what little ammo they give you. I almost feel like it should be hard because it encourages you to dodge the shots more. But so far in the 2 test runs I've done of the Slayer Gate, it's like it's just way too hard. Like with no glory kills. So I'm thinking maybe at least 1 extra 25 health pickup and maybe 1 extra 25 armor pickup would make it just bearable enough for casual players. Because you got to figure, you know, I add a lot more cells to this arena. I think I added a whopping 4 cell pickups. You got to figure I kind of want this to be consistent with all Slayer Gates. This room gets used twice, so I don't know how I'm going to balance it for the version that has a Tyrant and an Archvile. I don't know. Might have to add even more ammo. But so far, even with the respawning enemies, I'm doing pretty good with the ammo and this Slayer Gate or whatever. I didn't notice I didn't add any rockets though. In the vanilla arena, they give you 6 rockets. That's enough to kill 2 heavy demons. I figure that's enough. The rocket is the fastest killing main primary fire weapon. You can see it's just 2 rockets plus a super shotgun combo. It made short work of the Dread Knight. Fortunately, I lose a shit ton of health on this Pinky that ends up screwing me over. You're going to be seeing I'm going to prolong this fight much longer than I need to, just because I'm so afraid of the Prowlers teleporting behind me and killing me, which did happen in some of my test runs, and it did drive me crazy. I am starting to run low on some ammo, but again, because I'm trying not to get hit by the Prowlers teleporting behind me, I start to get a little inaccurate with my cells. Fortunately, here's some shells and some bullets I can pick up. Again, you know, you want ammo all over the level, so anywhere your player goes and they need ammo, they'll have it when they need it. It's like just, I'll never get the design philosophy behind Doom Eternal. That's the biggest problem I've felt. Like, at a certain point developing this level, I thought it's like, you know, I'm spending precious hours of my free time rebalancing the level, placing item pickups that should have always been there. What I'm doing is, I'm doing the job of professionals in an industry, the AAA gaming industry. The game should have always been designed like this. Classic Doom was designed like this, and Doom 2016 was designed like this. So it's like, what's going on is, I'm doing the job of the developers. Fortunately enough that 1 punch was enough to put it into the stagger state. That saved my life. You could see I'm down to just 5 health. The Mercy, oh boy. Yeah, at this point, I'm doing the job the developers should have done in the first place. And it's like, at this point, Doom has become yet another Bethesda game. You know, by the way, this is the part I have to start using equipment, and I did it just to save my life. I'm not proud of it, but it's just a stress test run. It doesn't really matter. All this told me was I do need more health. Yeah, I'm doing the job of the developers now, and it's like, Doom has become another Bethesda game. It's like, they make Fallout games, they make Elder Scrolls games, they make them janky. They make them janky on purpose, because they know it's okay, you know, modders will have it fixed by a month. So it's like, oh, by the way, yeah, nice use of the shells. I wasted them in the Slayer Gate, so now I have them now. No, it's like I'm doing the job of the developers, and it makes me so upset to think about, because it's like, those bullet pickups I never actually picked up, it would have helped me. Again, more ammo is better, not worse. Compared to John Romero's level, you know, I think I ended Tenements with like 160 cells, a BFG. I actually wasted ammo on purpose just to get some use out of it. So I would have had like over 300 cells had I not done that. I had I think 10 rockets and like maybe 50 shells, 150 bullets. So you get way more ammo than you need to complete that level. You gotta figure Classic Doom was also made with co-op in mind, so obviously, you know, And there's those 3 rockets. I'm going to end up needing this for encounter. Anyway, I might as well just finish my rant. It's like Doom has become like the Elder Scrolls in Fallout. It's like the fans now have to fix the problems that the developers leave for the gamers, because they know, why bother putting in the effort to fix it when the fans can just mod it back in. And it's like, it breaks my heart, man. Here I got to use some no clipping to get through 2 invisible walls, so that really sucks. I added almost nothing to this final encounter, just to make it hard. I found that like the 80 cells is from that room and the 3 rockets. It's I think it's just enough to get through this encounter, but I have run out. And you know, of course, having those shells helps that I saved from earlier. Yeah, you can obviously just run past these Mancubus, and 99% of the people will do it. But I decided to I go through it, and you see I even used the lightning gun to waste even more ammo than I needed to, just to kill them in the amount of time. I have been killed by them before, just in the stress test runs. And right there, I added a little mercy plasma, so that even if you lost all your cells, you would have a nice little rocket from earlier I didn't end up picking up. You would have enough ammo to kill this Mancubus if you wanted. You know, it's like just never put into the no-win situation where you got to spam infinitely responding grenades. I hope you enjoyed the look at the Super Gore nest. I know I'm probably gonna get haters like you're ruining, you're destroying Hugo Martin's perfect vision of the perfect Doom game. But it's like, you know, it's just like Homelander at the end of Season 2 of The Boys. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Thank you for watching.